أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربي زدنا علما ربي زدنا علما ربي زدنا علما ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما. Okay, this sister Bintu or Fatima again coming to read from cover to cover, or for those who want to memorize, they can memorize as we go, inshallah. I hope you guys memorizing because you have time, because I'm not bringing them every day, so this is giving you more time to memorize the ayahs as we go, and learning Tajweed rules that we went over, and also and reciting it more and more over and over, inshallah. And all this is khair, all this is good, because every letter we read is reward is 10 or up to even 700, Allah says, the reward. So at minimum 10 reward you get for every letter. Imagine every letter that you read. If you say inna, that's in, I, and then the noon, that's like 3 letters. The noon sukun, because the noon shadda, you're going to read it twice. So that's 3 letters. So inshallah, we stop at āyah 6. So that's 3 times that's 30. So we stop at āyah 6. We're gonna read the ayah and then we're doing āyah 7 today, inshallah. So let me just read āyah 6. I don't want to prolong the video, that's why I try to make it faster. So bear with me, sorry. Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون. Okay, so I just finished eating, so probably that's why it's harder for me. So you can read the whole ayah without stopping. Take a deep breath in, and without breathing out, you read it. Take a deep breath in and إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون. Okay, so ayah 7, kha, this letter is one of the round letters. Remember I wrote the round letters. Those letters, you give them the haq, they originally round. They're not round by Tajweed rule. So meaning that means that if you mistakenly mispronounce them, or you don't make them round, then you make it you changing the meaning compared to changing a Tajweed rule. If it was a Tajweed rule like a raw, you was supposed to make it round. Like for example here, no, this flat. For example here, dar, and then you didn't make it round. The meaning will not change, but you want to follow the Tajweed rule. You want to do Tajweed rule because as Allah wants you to read it with Tajweed rule. If you know it, apply it, inshallah. Kha, you want to hear the scratching sound, and it's round. It's beginning part of your throat. That letter come from kha, not kha. Not if you say kha, don't end flat. Khata, ma. So but the end of ma is a flat letter. But when you call into, we have Allah, Ismu Jalala. So this name and Allahumma, whenever we have it, we always going to determine how we're going to read the second lam. The second lam always have the shadda. The first lam, don't see, it has nothing on it. Sometimes it has a kasra, but in this case But always the lam in Tajweed rule, the lam in Allah, the second lam would have a shadda, and we want to know how to make it round or flat. Here we're gonna skip this first lam; it has nothing, so we're gonna go from here, from the ma to the lam, to the second lam. We're gonna disregard this alif and lam. So doing that, because so we look at the, when we have the Allahumma ismul jalala or Allahumma, we will look at the vowel before, the closest vowel before, which is the fatha on the meme, to determine if you're going to make the lam round or flat. The fatha, if it's a fatha or dhamma before the second, before closest lam, this closest to the lam, this lam right here, if it's fatha or dhamma, we make the lam round. Law, we really like make it sound like a law, not la. If it's fatha or dhamma preceding the is before the second lam, we make it law. And if it's kasra, we say la, make it la, like bismillah, la, because of kasra before the la. That the lam is mujalal in Allah, or in Allah name. So mal and hold the lam, because lam shadda we're gonna read it with sukoon first, because it got shadda. So because we're reading with sukoon first, that brings in lan Omar. We're gonna hold that first sound of that lam for 1 second. For that reason, because of lan Omar. So mal and it lam, not mal, not not mal, but so round, flat, round. Mal, end of ma, round. Mallah. You see, you don't see the alif there, but we stretch it, because the alif, we always gonna stretch the Allahu or Allahumma. Whether we see that some Quran will have it, that's the alif, the short alif, or some don't have it. But whether we see it or not, we're gonna stretch it. Law. Khatamallahu ala, like it would have been like this, something like that. Sometimes you see it on top of the shadda without the fatha sometimes, right? So Khatamallahu ala, bring out the ain sound. That is from the middle part of the throat. Some people have problem with pronouncing this letter. When you do press your voice box, it's from the voice box side to side, and try to pronounce the letter ah. You don't want to say al ah. If you say ala, it's wrong. You change the hamza ain to hamza. So ala ala. Khatamallahu ala qulubihim. This is not a throat letter, but it's blocking the throat. Very back of your tongue is touching the uvula, blocking your throat. So it's right before the throat. Not qulubihim. Now if you say ku, you're sounding like a calf, which is wrong. Not qulubihim, but not khulubi, not khu, no scratching. If you hear scratching sound, it's wrong too. So qulubihim. Qulubihim, mim sukun, you hold it for 1 second, Omar. Qulubihim wa ala sam, mim sukun again, hold it for 1 second. Sa, sin is a whistling sound letter. Sa, you open and lower teeth are closed. Your tip of your tongue is inside touching your lower teeth, your tip of your tongue, and sometimes you feel for some people it's going to be in between the upper and lower teeth, but most people sam, hold the mim sukun. Sam'i, we have an ain again. Sam'ihim, hold the mim sukun. Here sulli, the sign is okay to stop there without going back. It's better to go though. It's better not to stop. It's better to continue. But if you stop, it's okay. You don't have to go back. So وعلى سمعهم وعلى, see the difference here? We have على madda alif, it's not followed by sin, so it's regular madda. We do وعلى, two counts, 2 harakas or 2 fingers. وعلى سمعهم. But here we have a madda alif here. Don't disregard the ya on, that's the alif sitting on. Disregard the ya, because we know the fatha is followed by alif. Fatha is stretched by alif. See, fatha is stretched by alif. So yeah, disregard the ya is. So ala, we have because it's followed by hamza, so it's not going to be regular madda because it's followed by hamza. When the madda letter either alif, waw, or ya is followed by a hamza, whether in the same word or separated, here they separated, they're not in the same word, you are going to do more than two. Just know that you only do two, which is regular madda, when the madda is not followed by hamza. So like in this case we do two. So wa'ala, we chose for madda. This is madda munfasil. When the madda and the hamza are separated, they separated. You madda munfasil. You do 3 to 4. We chose 4 previously. So we try to make it. We make it uniform. Continue with the 4. وعلى أبصارهم ميم سكون أب قلقلة با سكون. We're gonna ba is one of the letters that then they have sukun, you bounce them. This is qalqala sughra because the ba is inside the word, it's not at the end of the word, or it's not at the end of the ayah, or at the end, or when you stop, or at the end when you're stopping, so it's inside the word. So it's qalqala sughra, which is small qalqala. Ab, and remember bouncing because ba is a flat letter, you bounce with a flat mouth. Absorihim, absorihim, ab. So ba is from the lips, so the lips are absorihim. And we have mim sukun. We hold it for 1 second. Him. And raw is raw kasra, we treat like a flat letter, or when raw has a kasra or kasratain, we treat like a round letter. Absorri, ri. If it was fatha or fathatain or domotain, we treat it like a round letter. Kasra or kasratain, we treat it like a flat. Raw, we treat it like a flat letter. So raw is not round naturally, or by foundation is round on condition with the touch, because of Tajweed rule. So absorihim, that's the gargle sound. And it's a round letter. It's from the beginning part of the throat. That's the gargle sound. No scratching sound. Not no, or no re, no ro. But it's here, because we have short lam here. If you want to stop here, this star here, you omit the dots and change this 2 dhamma to sukun. Only 2 dhamma to sukun. Okay, anyway, 2 dhamma, 2 kasra, fatha, kasra, dhamma, they change to sukun when you're stopping or at the end of an ayah. Only 2 fatha will not change to sukun. But when they are on these letters, the ta marbuta, the round ta, or the one that look like Allahu, like here, the one that look like this and it has the dots, or the one like small lam alif, or the her, when they don't have the dot. Those forms of ta and ha, when they have to fatha, they will change sukun. They will take sukun. Inshallah, I'll show you one when we see one. So here we're gonna change this to sukun. Her first. We're gonna take out the dots. No dot. Pretend the dot's not there, because we're changing this ta to her when we're stopping, and put sukun. Change this vowel to sukun, to the dhamma to sukun. So ghaisha wa. You push it down to your bottom throat. The her is from the bottom throat. Wa, no air, don't bring air out. Push it down to your bottom throat. From your lips to the bottom throat. Wa. And then if you continue, that's when you're stopping here. And if you decided to continue, don't stop. Round, even though it's around, it has kasra, because this letter is round originally, so you make it round still. That's the difference between round letters and real round letters. Foundation, real round letters and letters that are like raw is round on condition. It will be flat if it has a kasra, but round letters will still be round when they have no more words on them. So watun, we have a tun, we have a noon. In the tanween, we talked about this rule before. When we have a noon or tanween or noon that have nothing on it, we always look at the next letter. If we were continuing and the next letter is a waw, we know waw belongs to the idgham with ghunna. We went over that because it's idgham with ghunna. We're gonna blend the noon with waw, 50-50. Ghaisha watun tun. When you're blending, or you stay hold time to count 2 harakas or 2 fingers or 2 times. Yeah, or whenever. Some say just as long as غشاوة ولهم, holding me sukun, Lan Omar, ولهم عذاب. We have a nun sukun again here in the tanween. We don't see the nun sukun, and all tanweens have nun sukun. Or and in ban bin bun, you hear the nun sukun but you don't see it, and I explain why. Instead of writing the nun, actual nun, they put the double vowel, while the Arabs did that. So adhabun, we have a nun, the sukun followed by ayn. We know ayn is a troll letter, so that means the nun is friend to ayn, so nun will show itself. Idhar, the idharul, we went over the idharul. Idharul is when nun sukun is followed by the troll letters. The troll letters are 6, and ayn is one of them. The nun show itself really clearly. Idhar. So you really clearly the nun here, and then also you hold it for 1 second because of Lan Omar. We know that Lan Omar, nun sukun is one of Lan Omar letters. The nun in here, the nun sukun in here. Adhabun, you hear it, you don't see it. So adhabun bun azim. We stopping. Domoten is changing to sukun. Then we have second to last letter, madda letter ya, either madda in any of the madda letters alif wa or ya. If we have the second to last letter and we're stopping temporal sukun, we're putting a temporal sukun here, we're going to stretch. You have the option to do 4 or 6, and we talked about it in the beginning. We choose 4 for now. Azim, azim, and we hold this meme for 1 second because Lan Omar sukun, this because we're changing this to sukun, so we gonna hold this meme sukun for 1 second. So let me read the ayah again, inshallah. ختم الله على قلوبهم. Okay, so when you hold the meme, you don't hold and stop right away. You hold for 1 second, you do tawassud. That's how you do tawassud. على قلوب, on count 1 haraka when you hold it. Time of enough for 1 haraka, 1 time or 1. So على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم وعلى أبصارهم غشاوة ولهم عذاب عظيم. We have here, I forgot to mention the sword, the round letter, another round letter, to take to be careful with not to say abasarihim. If you say abasarihim, you're making it seen, so it's a round letter, originally round, so we always make it round. Abasar, not abasarihim. Abasarihim. So let me read it again, inshallah. ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم وعلى أبصارهم غشاوة. And it has what's using sound also. Same letter, sin and meme and za, sin, meme and za come from the same word. Za give more like a buzzing sound, was sin whistling sound. وعلى some, you hear it a little bit, but when they have sukun shadda, you hear it more, like this. So as-sira, as-sira. So اهدنا الصراط nasi, like in Sūratul Fatiha. So let me read it again, inshallah. ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم وعلى أبصارهم غشاوة ولهم عذاب عظيم. You can stop, if you can try to read non-stop here if you want, because it's better to continue. You can stop, but it's okay, better to continue. If you don't stop, if you don't, and here also you can continue. it's better to continue, but you can stop. So if you want, you can read the whole ayah without stopping, inshallah. And I also give you options in case you want to continue. You do the idgham here. عشاوة ولهم عذاب عظيم. Here it's say the same. The mim sukun, whether you stop or you continue, is still mim sukun. You're gonna read it. You're not doing any changes. Sam'ihim, and hold it 1 second, whether you stop or continue. We stop here. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.